This conference will now be recorded.
Hey guys, good evening. Till now we discussed a lot of services till now, like we discussed about EC2, S3, IAM, okay, and we discussed CloudWatch, okay, and we discussed about RDS. We discussed about load balancer, auto scaling, all those things we discussed. And today we are going to discussing about the CloudFront. Basically, it is not nothing we'll do, like using this CloudFront for to catching purpose. Okay, what is the purpose of this main thing is basically we are storing the data in our S3 bucket, right? Let me draw the diagram. Okay, we are storing the data in S3 bucket. S3 bucket we are storing the data. Now this data is written storing in our like some region, like for example, let's say your Mumbai region you stored, like as in near to Mumbai region they are getting the more faster accessing, but the your client is, some people are accessing from North Virginia, some people are accessing over here, some people are accessing from like as different regions. Okay, they are accessing here, somewhere they are accessing, somewhere they are accessing here. Okay, now what happened, who are nearest they will be a little bit faster, and who are like longer they may take the little bit time here to for every request to process here. Okay, instead of getting for every request here, we are using a CloudFront here. The CloudFront having the like as edge locations. Edge location means there is a lot of edge locations for every region. Every region there is a CDN like as edge, like a content delivery network edge locations we have. From there, whatever they are accessing the first time, they are catched in this place. They are catched in the this edge location. They will be saved catchy place. Now, when they are same request, someone will be access this some end user. Some end user will be accessed, it will be stored the first user, right? The second user will be accessing the same kind of request. Now instead of going to Mumbai and getting the information, they are getting from directly from this catchy. Now it will be very fast, just simple. The main purpose of CloudFront is we are going to get the information, reading the information for more fast because of catchy here. Now here in Mumbai location, this is the not only S3, we can get the information at different. Okay, most of these CloudFront we are using for S3 only. Okay, to get a static files. In case of like as rare cases of we are using for EC2, some rare cases of HTTP. Okay, EC2 and HTTP also we can use the CloudFront, but even I am not using for real time these scenarios. Okay, EC2 any REST service, any like as even ALB. Okay, ALB also HTTP means ALB. Let's say some ALB also we are going to set up for this CloudFront to access faster. Okay, that we can use for these scenarios. For this is for dynamic and this is for static. S3 for static, any static content like as to load your pages or those things. Okay, like as most of the time we not go for dynamic level, static level, because of this edge locations are very it will give the purpose. Okay, how we are going to creating a CloudFront and all, we'll see that. And before that, let's see the edge location of in the official document. AWS CDN edge locations. Okay, just I know. Let's see which is the image. There is AWS document, official document. We have here. See here. This is the like as all edge locations. If you guys are see, this is a multi-edge location. Like as here is the like as purple color is showing the multi-edge location, and like as it's a blue color will show in the edge and like as circle will be orange circle will show in the region, like as it's a region edge catches. Okay, see here these many like as if you are, even if you define the Mumbai region also, they have some other like as what are they first time they are going to be stored there. These many edge locations we have here. Yeah, these are the regions. Okay, these are the regions, right? Clear? data, like as instead of reading for every time to get a source place, and they are storing in the edge location for more fast reading purpose, and even though this CloudFront we can use for whitelist and blacklist also, means some, even though we can use this CloudFront for blocking a particular country. Okay, these are one of the important exam question. Okay, when you've written the solution architect exam, anything, no, these are one of the important thing. Okay, now from there we are using the like as geo restrictions. Okay, like a particular geo, from particular person will come the particular geolocation, we can block them. Okay, or else we can use the different way also. Only particular location that people are coming, we can allow them anything, like as a whitelisting or block listing, anything we can do. Okay, we can block them or we can allow them. Okay, we can do for any one of this also. Okay, only particular, okay, thing. Now, and another scenario is like as we are going to the signed URLs also. Another purpose of this CloudFront is that signed URLs, means for example, like as you are providing for some, even let's say for my scenario, okay, the user is coming from me and they are yes, videos, for example, let's say they are buying course. Okay, now the course I'm going to access for this, if I give the signed URL, even he can access from the particular user that signed URL, only who will coming from the signed URL, we are allowing for them only. Okay, remaining guys we can restrict them. Okay, only that, even that URL also we can give the some time, only this much time this URL will work. Okay, this much time URL will be work. Even this guys, right now we are getting some like as passwords or links for some time, right? How they're going to be, this is a signed URL. Okay, signed URLs, signed cookies, those are also very important for this CloudFront will be provide for us. This like as this CloudFront will be provide for us. Okay, understand guys, the purpose of CloudFront, basically that is the main theme for the CloudFront, Okay, now we'll see like as create a bucket, and but guys, I can't test everything in the CloudFront, no, because of the CloudFront, like as even though creating a domain also take like 10-15 minutes, that's the fine, we can test that. But now creating a domain, like as domain of CloudFront, it takes like as a minimum 3 to 4 hours, like as minimum it take a 3 to 4 hours to read. Like as when I accessing the CloudFront URL, it will go to the redirect to the S3, from S3 it will be read the data, like as I'm showing in S3. Okay, this scenario, even you can, to give the public access when you are enable for this CloudFront. Okay, like if you're not giving this public access, now you, the first time, now I'm testing it two ways here. First I'll give the public access, you can see that after once the 3-4 hours are finished, now you can able to access directly without reading, without redirecting from S3. Now we can access from directly without any public access also. Okay, this will take little bit time. Okay, 3 to 4 hours. What is the reason and all, we'll see that also. Even we have a couple of questions in internet, we'll see that. Understand guys the purpose of this. Even I've written a couple of important points here, whatever I remember I explain here. Okay, the CloudFront ID is very important, and it will be how it will be allowing, sir, like as we are already private, sir, it's a public object, then how it means there is a authentication is there. Okay, like as origin identity access identity or something, OAI, I think so. AI, origin identity access. Okay, access identity, origin access identity, using these credentials we are going to be get this information. Okay, we'll see that what it means. Policies. Okay, this is also one kind of policy. We'll see that how it will, what is this policy, how we are going to allow this policy to in our S3 bucket and all. We'll see in depth level of now. Now let's see S3. Let's come up. Now we are going to create a bucket here. Now we can give a bucket name here. Yes, let's say something. I'll give this bucket name. I'll make a little bit zoom here. Okay, and which region? Mumbai region I'm creating. Okay, if you are already existing, I'm blocking the public access right now. Just leave it about as it is. Enable versioning or whatever we can use. Tags we can use. Encryption, server side encryption. You can do these things. Create bucket. I'm creating bucket. Now Cloudfront JMSTH. Open this bucket. Let uploads a couple of objects here. Anything here. Puno.jpg. I'll upload my baby girl photo. Okay. Even if you guys want, you can add this. Where it is C drive. Some here. There is index.html. Okay. Okay. This is the page I'm going to upload. Just upload it. Just I use a bucket name. Okay, don't think about we are getting a Cloudfront. Nothing. We are not yet going for the Cloudfront service purpose. Okay, just we are giving the just name. Okay, be careful. Huh? Cool. The objects are uploaded. That's fine. The next what we do now. Okay, let me exit this. The next, let's go back to the Cloudfront service. Cloud trail also very important. Okay, Cloud trail also very important. Why this not coming? Okay, this Cloudfront I open. Okay, now see here. Now we are going to creating a distribution. Just create a distribution. Cloudfront distribution. Now Cloudfront is a discounting for RTMP distribution. December 31st for more information. Okay, fine. That's fine. They are giving. See here. Speed up your distribution static and dynamic content. For example, HTML, CSS, PHP, graphic files, and distributed media files using the HTTP, HTTPS, and update the delete objects. Submit data from web forms. Use live streaming for streaming event real time. Okay, you can store the files origin either Amazon S3 bucket or web server. After you can create a distribution, you can add more origins for the distribution also. There are a lot of things. Now see, a lot of options are there. Let me origin. There's a lot of things will become here. Okay, origins here. Now here the origin is my bucket, right? I'll use my bucket. This is the bucket name, right? Bucket name. Okay, now this bucket name origin path. Here's this. Now you can see here what is this path. Okay, now you can see here like what is the path we need to go. If you want to Cloudfront request here content of your directory or Amazon S3. If you have any particular path, okay, right now we don't have any path. This is the like as by default path, the root path only I'll go. If any directory like a particular special directory, we need to go, or else we can leave it as it is. Okay. This is the origin ID which we have created here. Okay, this is the origin ID which is creating for us. Any origin shield, origin, what is origin shield? Let's see here. Okay, choose the is enabled origin shield, an additional caching layer. It will protect your origin validity, and origin shield will reduce the origin load by routing all the requests to the central cache. Consider like it will give the more advantage for us. Okay, when you want, we can enable this. Okay, this is the origin ID which is creating for us by default. Restrict the bucket access. Okay, now see here, like you can say yes if you want to restrict, or else you can make it the no. Okay, if you see here, if you want to require the users always to access your S3 content using the, okay, now you must do it like this. You must do the people are accessing should be the coming from the directly from URL only. If they want to access the S3 bucket, you can give the S here. Origin access identity. Here you can give like as any name here, like as let's say MS something. Okay, and get grant permissions. Yes, I'm giving the grant permissions right now itself. Okay, origin connection attempts 3 and origin connection time of 10 seconds. Seconds only, right? By default it is. Okay, 10 to 1 to 10 seconds. We can default is a 10 seconds. Okay, origin customer header. If you pass any customer header and value, if you want, you can pass it like as right now I'm leaving as it is. And protocols which will be using for redirect HTTP, HTTPS. Okay, not only HTTP. I want to make it for only more secure purpose. If you click this, even you will understand this what is meant. Okay, if you want to Cloudfront allow to the viewers to access your web content using either HTTPS, specify the HTTP, HTTPS. If you want to Cloudfront direct to the HTTPS, request HTTPS. Okay, it's a more like hypertext protocol with security. Get head. Okay, like as get the head option only. Just give this. Even if you want to more put post delete also, just give this, or else just getting just means download. Okay, for level encryption and all those things, we can keep it as it is. All these things. Okay, use legacy cache settings. You can catch and origin. You can keep it as it is also. We want to smooth streaming and restrict the viewer access this signed URLs. Okay, this is signed cookie signed URLs. This is what I say, right? You can specify this. You can keep it as it is, or else limit all the things here as it is. Okay, let's create a distribution. What's going on? Okay, let's keep the distributions. Okay, it will even for some. It will take little bit time, guys. Okay, to getting this provisioning. Now let's see here. Once it is in this OIE, right? I said just for you. Origin access identity. This will be create for us. Okay, this will be create for us. This origin activity, this is the ID. Using this ID, will they are going to be enabled in your S3. Oh, I forgot to show you something for you here. We are not adding any policy, right? By default here. If you see the permissions, when you create a here, there will be a one policy. Okay, the policy will create it for us. If you guys are observed here, but we are not adding any policy. The Cloudfront adding this policy for us. Okay, now see any users from Cloudfront with this like as OAI. Okay, this is the identity, right? Now from this, we are going to give the access for this only get access. Okay, get object only get object permission. Clear, guys? This is the policy it will return for us. Okay, this is written. This policy is written by here. Cloudfront is written for us. Cool. That is about this is the using this policy. If you anything want to modify itself the policy, okay, based on this it will be get that. The next. and it's take a little bit time, guys, to create for us. Okay, now go to the distributions, Cloudfront distribution. Hmm? Okay, it is deployed. Okay, it's deployed. Now what to do? You guys can be accessed using this. This is the Cloudfront DNS domain name. From this domain name, we are going to be accessed. Let's remove it because of we are not giving any public access till now. Okay. Now see here. Let me access here slash index.html file. There is index.html file. We are accessing here now. See here. See, it will be redirect here. Now it will be given this Cloudfront JML. Like it will redirect to the S3 because of the domain register person. It takes a 3-4 hours. Okay. Now if you guys are observe here, Cloudfront redirect to S3. Yes. It takes a little bit time. Okay. This is the domain propagation, something we're calling. We had Cloudfront distribution. The static website is origin server. Now the Cloudfront URLs here. Now see a quick push solution. Okay. They use the regional domain from something like this. It will be taken care of. A couple of solutions we had. I found the issues with the Cloudfront configuration. Something. Yeah. Now what happened now? This is temporary redirect. It is okay. It takes a little bit time basically. Okay. It takes a little bit time for this. Basically. Even the you can read this miss. Okay. It will take 3-4 hours of this. Okay. That domain propagation. That is the reason to redirect. But still, why we are not accessing the data server means we like means it's direct in the S3, right? But not we are accessing from the CloudFront. To access from the S3 URL, you need to give the public access for this, or else we can't access from S3 URL using S3 URL. So means after some time, definitely it will work. Okay, you wait for 3-4 hours. Once this like as redirective URL, you can access from directly from the your CloudFront URL. You can use the Cloudfront URL, you can access this. But we are accessing now, it will redirect from the S3. Okay, it takes a little bit time, 3-4 hours. It will take time. You need to wait for that time. Understand, right? Understand, right? If you want to test this, if you want to here, you need to give the public access. After that, you can block it also. Once you are, it will be propagate for your. It is not redirecting your S3. Even you can block for your public access. Even you can access that also. Now let's say for edit here. Okay, just confirm here. After some time, like as it after 3-4 hours, so if you're not read it, it is not redirecting from your S3 bucket from Cloudfront URL to S3 bucket. It directly Cloudfront URL will working. That time you don't need to give the public access for your S3. Okay, remember this is a very important point. Okay. Now let's see the public access we are giving, and even though it won't directly we can access, let's make it this object, particular object, or else we can return for policy. We already know this, right? We already written the policy for this. Yes. Public access. Let me do this. Only this file I'm giving public access, but want to show you this. Okay, let me take your again. If you complete bucket, you will give the public access, you can return the JSON policy. Okay. And punu.jpg file. Let me access this. It's redirected and it will show the page here, which we are going to accessing. Even if you try to index.html, because of we are not making public that files. Okay. If you complete bucket, you want to make it, then you can make it that using the policy you can return instead of individually. That index.html file you won't get it, error.html file you won't get it, anything. Wait for some time. It won't redirect. You are directly, it is reaching from your Cloudfront domain name itself. This domain takes time. Okay, after 3-4 hours, this domain directly will can talk to your S3 with your S3 bucket. This is the S3 bucket name. Okay. Understand, guys? Understand? Clear, everyone? Okay, it's a very important for us. Okay, even I couldn't test this, but this is the how things will work on all in Cloudfront level. Even once I joined the real-time journey, up to that I didn't understand exactly this means. Okay, once I joined real-time only I understand this kind of concept. Earlier we use for private day, like as now last 1.5 year I'm working for AWS. The previous like a 3 years back I used basically. After 3 like as 2.5 year gap came between to use AWS services. Like even though I have practice for my own, but in real time I never used for AWS in between 2.5 years. Clear, guys? And even we are done SNS also, right? SNS also we already done. Even we can complete something also. SNS also we already done in the last class. Okay, SNS we are done. Let's discuss about the, what is the time now? Yeah, we can complete some Route 53 also. Okay, we can discuss. Okay, even guys, this Route 53 I'll show with real hands-on. Okay, real project we do. Real project we'll do with complete end-to-end Route 53 all the things at the end of AWS course. Okay, Route 53 like a EC2 mission, Nginx load balancer with your accessing your SSL, install SSL certificate. Okay, install SSL certificate means SSL means you can access your website, your own domain name using HTTPS URL like a jmstechhome.com. Okay, something I want to deploy my application, whatever I run in my server. Okay, that I want to access my domain name, custom domain name using Route 53. Those things we are going to do at the end. At the end we do. Okay, right now what is the Route 53 and what is the purpose of Route 53 and all we are going to see. If you want to set up your domain name, we are go for the this Route 53. Like as domain name is what? For example, you deploy application in like as let's say EC2 or ALB or whatever it may be, EC2 or ALB whatever it may be. If you want to can't give the your like as normal URLs, right? A public IPC you can't share to your client or all, right? Instead of this IP, if you deploy your application, this IP we are going to set up the domain name. This domain name few people will be accessed. This domain name we are giving. This domain name will be let me draw the diagram. We'll get more clear. Dhananjay, you want to draw the diagram? Yes or no? Dhananjay, you need a diagram or not? 1 second. But when are you sleeping or what? No, still. Guys, you guys can hear me?
Yeah, Madhu.
Maybe this Dhananjay, maybe he's sleeping, I think. Fine. Hey Kiran, join late or what? బాగా బలుపు అయిపోయింది, బాగా ఎక్కువ అయిపోయింది అందరికి. మీకే జాబ్లు వచ్చాక అందరికి.
అబ్బా అది లేదా నాకు స్టేటస్ కాల్ అప్డేట్ చేసి ఇచ్చారు, లాగిన్ అయ్యాను, జాయిన్ అయ్యాను అంతే.
Nowadays, Kiran is busy, very much.
Yeah.
No.
Fine, that's fine. Now let's discuss about okay. Something. Now this is the client. Let's think about client means like a browser. Okay, and don't think client means only your who are giving the task to you. Okay, client means here is a browser. Okay, means application, client application. Now here, let's say here is the let's say route 53. It's route 53. Okay, and even that which I share the document, right? Even you can see the colorful diagrams. You can see that. Okay, that's Stephen Mark one. Now this one is like can take your EC2 server, something EC2 or ALB, whatever it could be. S3, even web static website, whatever it could be. Take that. Now see here, if the client will be request to the your domain name like as jmstechhome.com, something you configure this jmstechhome.com. I'm going to set up a record set. The terminology we are calling as a record set here. Okay, my domain name like as I given a www like jmstech.com something. If I give this some domain name I configure tech.com. This is a domain name I bought. I configured it here. Okay, even you can buy the domain from directly in AWS console itself also. But most of the thing we are not going because of we have a lot of domains they are providing for free also. Some domains are very cheap also. Some different companies are they are providing. Even I bought domain in the name cheap. And guys, if you domain from one like as there is a lot of domains they are selling right different okay website there. Namecheap also they are providing this. From here I bought from my jmstechhome.com. Okay, and even deploy in the servers. Okay, their servers. So even I can configure to here. But if I deploy my own code in my EC2, I can use this domain to configure in our AWS. Means you can buy for your domain from third party also. Can integrate here also. Okay, not only AWS, you can buy from the third party. This is also one of the important exam question. Cool. Now you configure this domain. If the client will be reached here, now it will send some IP here on the fly. Okay, that you can go and it will get the information. Basically, it will come and it will get this information. It will reach and it will get the information about here. Okay. Now that request will go like this, domains and all. Even this guy can't see anything about this, but on the fly will be happening everything here. Okay. All those things you can see in the inspect element and you can see that also. But public IPs is not exposed. I think so. So it will go here and you will get this even EC2 information like as EC2 whatever the application is running, that application can able to access this. That here we are going to how this like as domain name it will set up, right? There is a record set option here. Record set. This record set are different types. Okay, all capitals A, okay, and alias, okay, and let's say CNAME. Okay, there is a different types. Okay, mostly we use for this A record set and like a CNAME. Alias is rarely we used. Okay, alias means there is a like a domain to domain configuration. We can use the alias names for this. Okay, when you use the ALB and all. Even when you integrate for RDS, like as what I need to use. Okay, when you integrate for your public domain, how we can use. When you integrate ALB, what is I can use this. Even I'll show in the documentation for more understanding purpose. Okay, CNAME means for domain to domain integration, like as A record set is going to use for domain to your IP address. Domain to like as like here to my give the my EC2 IP like as let's say 3.65.32.4 something. I'll this JMS take to I deploy my application here. This application is running on Nginx. Nginx is backend. I'm configured to the my application here. My Docker container is running here. My Docker container is having the domain name here. This domain name I configure here jmstechhome.com.conf file. This conf file will be request will be reached. This request will be reached to the redirect to the, my application. My application will get the response to this domain this here. From here it will be reached to the here. It will be we do this setup in the later on. That even we'll discuss tomorrow itself why we need to take later. Okay, we'll complete this end-to-end deployment tomorrow. Okay, all these things will take tomorrow for all things. Okay, like as install SSL and buy the domain in the third party app somewhere. Okay, we'll do those all things. Okay, and install SSL how the free SSL. Okay, using the certbot Startboard we are going to use. Okay, install this. This is from Let's Encrypt company. Let's Encrypt. I'm using this real time. Encrypt and Let's Encrypt and Startboard. Okay, using this we are going to set up our SSL certificate. SSL certificate. Okay, SSL certificate. We can install like freely. This domain will be, this certificate will be have some 30 days or 30 like 90 days I think so. After 90 days it will be deactivate, then we need to be reset up again. Just we can simple command will update again. Okay, we'll do that next tomorrow class, and let's see some of important points about your Route 53. Okay, as soon as we are done, okay, now see. Okay, now this Route 53. This Route 53 is managed DNS, domain name system, and the DNS is the collection of rules and records that helps to client understand the how to reach to the server through the URLs. Okay, in AWS the most common records are AAA, and CNAME and alias. Okay, now see here, AAA is basically we can use the URL to IPv4 address, AAA URL to IPv6. IPv6 means like as any like a machine learning artificial, there is some missions are there, Raspberry Pi, some missions are there that have the IPv6 address. Okay, most of like all EC2 instances we have the IPv4 only. Okay, that is a different thing. We don't but we are not using for IPv6 address. The next URL to CNAME, like as if you already have set up for one domain name for one server, if you want to connect from that to that another one, we can URL to URL, we can use the CNAME. Okay, and alias is URL to AWS resources, alias to AWS resources. Okay, we'll see that, even I'll show that this there is some table also there somewhere. And AWS Route 53 overview, Route 53 can use for public domain names or by public like as some domain name like this. Private domain names can be resolved by your own instances, like as even you can by the private domain names also. Route 53 has advanced features such as load balancing also it can be do, health checks also it can do, routing policy also it can do. These are very important exam questions. Okay, simple routing policy, failure routing policy, like as geolocation routing policy, latency based routing policy. Okay, and weight wise like as weighted routing policy, multi-value routing policy. Like as this multi-value means like this weighted means what, you want to be redirect to the request to the 50% to one server, 50% to one server, like that. So like this multi-value means both we can configure two servers. If it will go something, it will go something, like as canary deployment kind of thing, it will be helpful. Okay, and if you waited also we can use for one will be down, like another one will be taken care of by your response. Okay, like same load balance how it will work. Okay, geolocation means based on your user will be requesting particular region, it will be used this. Latency based means we can use the like as based on the load. Okay, and failure means if anything will be fail, it will go to the another one. Simple means like normal, mostly I use this. Okay, and you pay the like dollar per month for hosted zone. When you're creating a hosted zone, we need to pay this much amount for monthly, it's not a free. Okay, clear? And we'll set it up, that's tomorrow, all the things here. And DNS record as TTL means like time to live. I guess once you are getting it takes a little bit time. Let's drop like TTL is we can give this for up to 48 hours also. 60 seconds, 60 seconds is a very light one, like as heavy one is the 48 hours means you will get a like as said the session won't be updated, something you modify your domain. If you give the long TTL, if maybe the browser have cache, now you will get a old data. Okay, in this scenario possible to get the outdated records. Okay, now if you go TTL fast, it will get a more burden. 60 seconds if it is like a more burden you will get, more traffic will come. DNS records are outdated, like a outdated friend for less time, easy to change records. Okay, TTL is mandatory for each DNS record. By default is a 300 seconds. By default TTL is a 300 seconds. Okay, like CNAME alias names, the different here. Okay, difference between the CNAME and alias. AWS resources means load balancer, Cloudfront, etc. Expose AWS URL. This is what, and you want to be like as this domain, like CNAME points to the URL to URL. Okay, like as this domain to this domain. Okay, and only for non-root domains. Okay, this is only for this non-root domains we are going to use this CNAME, means any other AWS service. Okay, and alias names point URL to AWS resources, and my domain to something here, app.blah blah blah image and AWS something. Click AWS services here. Works for root domain, for not root domains. Okay, like as any other non-root domains, it won't work. Free for charge. Native health checks, it will be supported by default. We'll see setup for tomorrow all these options with UI level. If we go here, Road 53. It's a most service used by every AWS. If you are touching AWS, means must use this service.
Madhu, can you tell me once again about like what exactly why we using Route 53?
Setting your domain name root, like just I said, na. Just for example, let's say this is what you would apply your application in your server. Okay. Now till now what we are accessing now, if you want to any application you apply, we are taking a public DNS record or DNS name or IP, public IP, right? Clear? Now instead of that, I want to access my some domain name, some website name. Now we are going to point out to this website name to this IP. They will talk to each other. Now we can access your application with this domain name. Simple, we can say one single word, one line we can say. Understand now?
Yeah.
Clear now?
Yeah, yes, Madhu.
Simple, like as even whatever application till now we are accessing, everything is a public IP, public DNS we are taking, right? In our AWS or entire application till now, whatever we apply. Now instead of that, we want to get custom one, we can use this root 53 configuration. And root domain means like as main domain, like as for example, let's say jms.com is that is the root domain. Okay. Now there is a like as dev.jms.com. This is the subdomain. Okay, staging.jms.com, like as pre-production as jms.com, any subdomains. Clear now? Someone is asked.
Yeah.
That is the subdomain. Yeah. And I'll show this. We're opening right this here. See how many advantages of clear. Create a hosted zones, create a policy, create health checks. Even one of the next like a task for me is health checks. Domains, if anything is going down, we need to make a health check. We need to set up alert from SNS integration with you can do integrate with the Cloudfront, like as Route 53 with SNS also. If something goes down, it will be alerting you. That is for next task for me in AWS in real time. Here. We'll set up here now. If I set up, it won't finish anyway. We'll complete this tomorrow. Okay. If you want to buy the domain registration also, register your domains here. You can buy it here. Whatever type of domains it is available. Register domain. You can buy directly from AWS also. Okay. If a .com is $12 for here. Okay. Like as I'm trying with the JMS Tech Home. Okay, jmstechhome.com. Check. This domain I already bought. Now see here. Techhome.com is not available because of I already bought. Now .biz, .info, .me, .net, .org, .tv. Okay, like as CH is not there. TCK is available. Okay, example. Understand, right? like that. If you want, you can buy like anything. If you want, you can buy any like a cheap one also. Others they have, you see, oh my god, this dot AC is the party. Third party domain name. I forgot, dude. 1 second. Even I forgot. 1 second. In mind is there. It's not coming out. 1 second. Even I made a document here. Even I create multiple domains from there. That will do tomorrow, anyways. Okay, like okay, it is in mind. It's not coming out. What happened? Come on, come on, come on. Before opening should be come on. Something this simple one. Yeah, this one. Prenam.com. You can create account. We can create domains here freely. Prenam.com. I don't know which mail ID I used here. I don't know what is the password I used also. Just I type random password. No, not working. Yeah, it's working. Okay, now we'll do tomorrow this. Okay. Right. The free 1 week and I took right the same session. Yes. Or else we can leave it about this. What you guys will say? Do you need, or you can skip? See, I have already domain this particular domains I bought here. One year only it's free. After this it's not free. Okay. That day I created this. After that I didn't log in this website and I didn't delete this. I didn't cancel this. It's a nice one, man. Clear, guys? Okay. Okay, guys, and see you tomorrow then. Bye, guys. Good night.
Bye, sir. Good night.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye now.
Bye. Not tomorrow, guys. Okay, we'll meet on Monday.